Hello, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about portfolios, how you can get portfolios when you get started and you don't have anything. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've been struggling with this particularly quite a lot because I really felt like my personal portfolio will translate into my company's portfolio, and I'm needing no portfolio at the beginning, and I'm just gonna get bookings based on my experience in creative and entertainment industry. And it was absolutely not the case. So at the beginning, I honestly didn't know how to figure this out, even though it's actually not a rocket science and it's quite easy, but I still somehow really found it very difficult. So at the beginning, I tried to kind of get the freelancers who I had on my roster, and I had the connection with that they will be coming in if the bookings are coming. And I really felt like they are the ones who needing to create certain content. So I started briefing them, creating videos around graphic design, videos around illustrations, out of home creative, then VFX and motion graphics. These were all great, but they essentially were their work, not what we did as a company through a brief or through a client who came in. So they were kind of like empty work and not really like gonna drive any bookings whatsoever. That was quite obvious fairly early on. As soon as I got those and we started posting them, showcasing them, really no bite, no one really cared. So I felt like, okay, so we need to now find what we're gonna do, or finding the work that we can showcase. When I mentioned that we did have a client, that was a great work to showcase and could have gone into our portfolio, and did go into our portfolio in a little bit, let's say, because it was branding work and website and a couple of social videos. The reason that it didn't actually make sense to really advertise this and then really make it prominent in our portfolio, because very soon after we started this work, I realized this is not going to make money. So you can actually end up with a work that could be part of your portfolio, but you realize through the work that you're doing that this will not be a money maker. So there's no way and no point to actually put it into your portfolio and really like make this as a crown jewel and go after work through that. So that was not really great for us. So then I kind of was getting in feedback, and I was watching like a lot of YouTube and sales videos, growth and creative agency growth videos that were all saying like, just send out loads of emails in your area and then offer really cheap work. And I did that, and I did that for months and months. I like sent like pretty much, I would say, about 200 300 emails a day. So that's a lot of emails for a couple of months. Literally nothing. Nobody came in. And then I realized actually we just need to go and try to get something in based on personal connections, also a very low price point. So when you getting started at the beginning, you need to ask your friends and family. Let's say you are a photographer, you need to ask your friends and family, can you actually take photos at their wedding? Can you actually take photos of their christening, their babies, this and that, whatever the photography you're wanting to do? Can they just pay for the studio hire and then they don't pay for you? So the only way to kind of build up your portfolio is this sort of relatable work. We didn't actually get any of those, and the first movement in our portfolio was me finding our first client within the services that we really wanted to offer. Because I realized, and I said that in a previous video, that I wanted to do something that is on a retainer contract, and figured that this will be social media. So I kind of like had some social media videos and then content and portfolio type of material from that first client we had, but it was not really what I needed. And by a total coincidence, somebody I knew, and then literally bumping into them on the street, timing all aligned. They were just looking for somebody who could run their social media, but they didn't have the budget. So we had like this agreement, like this is gonna be great. Like I charge a low fee and I can actually like provide and produce all of those videos that they need, and then I can actually create like all sorts of type of content that becomes a portfolio. So one of the ways to also go about it, that you get like a friend or family member, somebody that you don't charge, but that you take their social media feed, website, photography, whatever you're doing, then you film for them and you would be creating content based on that, and that becomes your portfolio. One thing to really point out around your portfolio as such, in what I learned so far, that in terms of the content itself in there won't actually really still drive results, meaning won't drive clients for you. The thing that will drive clients for you is the results you're gonna be achieving through that. So I would say later on, when you start building your portfolio, now you have this connection through this friend or family member or even an actual client. Later on, how you build this into your portfolio to then make an impact, then sell the results, not the actual content. The content is the cherry on the top of the cake. I would imagine that you are somebody who would be creating something really great because you're wanting to deliver the quality that the client requires, as well as like to do justice to your job, meaning doing it on that level will drive results. So from that point, let's say you are a social media agency, you're a social media management agency, then you are gonna start selling how many views, engagement, sales, all of those things that achieved this video, not the video itself. If you want editing jobs, then yes, of course, you will be showcasing the edit, the beautiful edit that you did, but also what it actually drove for the client. Because to get a client, how they gonna come to you, they actually will want results. So I think one of the things that people underestimate with portfolios, that you need to have results in there and not just a showcase of beautiful catalog of work. So I think just bear that in mind. I hope that it helped. In the next video, I'm gonna go into the money side and financial side of running a business, starting a business. How can you start a business with literally no money? How I've done it. So stay tuned, comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, let me know your questions and would love to get back to you on those. See you on the next video.